It is a beautiful Thursday in the Hill Country and time for Eat, Play, Live with me, Andi P, the show that's chasing dreams and crushing goals. And my goal here is to help you live a healthier, happier, more balanced life. And as you know, our focus for this year is loving ourselves in 2022 and beyond, and especially this month because February, you know, it's all about feeling the love. So I want you to know that you yourself, just as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve love and affection. And who better to give it to you than you? I mean, right? You know you better than anybody else. Yeah, I know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but that's okay. So, being that it's February, and if you've been in any store, you know that Valentine's is right around the corner. I'm thinking that it's kind of the perfect time to explore the many reasons to love yourself. Because without Valentine's Day, February would just be January. What fun is that, right? So whether you're planning to celebrate Valentine's Day or Singles Awareness Day or whatever you call it, well, there's just no denying that love is in the air. So it's okay. We can talk about this. We can do this. We've got it, right? So let's start, as always, with what we eat. And what I want to know is, are you serving up love with what you put in your body? Or are you just having a love affair with food? A lot of people do it. Think about dessert. I mean, when I think about a love affair with food, desserts, of course, completely come to mind. And when you're faced with the option of, do you want dessert? What comes through your mind? Probably treat yourself, right? Treat yourself. Well, is that really treating yourself? Is that one moment of that little taste, is that really treating yourself? Or is the loving thing to do for yourself not indulging in the calories and the fat and the sugar? I know, I'm no fun. But how much more of a treat is it to feel so strong that you don't have to succumb to these momentary whims and wants and desires, and you're stronger than that. You are. And I'm not saying never order dessert, but how often are you treating yourself? Since when is what feels good in the moment the very best thing we can do for ourselves? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I had to go there, but that is truly the case. Besides, using food as a reward, as a treat, that's what we do for dogs, not for humans. Okay, so let's treat ourselves like a human and be good to our bodies, nourish ourselves, love ourselves through what we put into our bodies. And speaking of dogs, with all the chocolate that is everywhere right now, I just want to remind you that chocolate is toxic to dogs. So do not be giving your Valentine treats to your dog, okay? Just wanted to make sure I put that out there. I'm sure you've heard that before, but it's very important. It can make your doggy very sick, and we love our furry friends. You know, when it comes to unconditional love, right there, that's where we can get a great foundation of unconditional love, is how your dog feels about you. So, and honestly, the chocolate is really not great for humans either. So please be careful not to overdo it. You know, especially like the cheapy ones, they're not even really that good. I mean, when you're honest with yourself. So if you're buying chocolate for someone, get the good stuff. Okay, you may not get as many, but does she really need 64 little pieces of chocolate? No. It would be better to get a few really high quality, very tasty pieces than a ton of, I know, it's crazy, but when you start eating things that are real, that are made with real ingredients, you notice a huge difference. And chocolate is one of those things too. So it's just better if you get the real deal. You know, you could also be a little more creative than just chocolate. I know, it's kind of coming down to the wire here. You've only got a few days, but I mean, Google creative Valentine ideas. Just Google it. It will come up with all kinds of things. There are so many things that you can do. And I know you know how to use Google. You've been Googling to find out what's going on with the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show. So step aside of that and Google something cool that you can do for your Valentine that shows a little bit more ingenuity than getting the standard little heart-shaped chocolate box. A relationship should be like vitamins, supplementing each other's daily requirements. That's kind of cool, huh? So that made me think about cooking, right? And getting your daily requirements. Cooking can be love made visible. To cook is to nourish, right? I mean, that is what you're doing. You're providing nourishment, whether you're cooking for yourself, your family, your loved ones, whomever, you are nourishing them. What an amazing display of your love. When you think about it like this, why wouldn't you want to cook the healthiest food possible for the ones you love? And when I say the ones you love, please remember that I'm talking about you too. Include yourself. Put yourself way up at the top even in the list of people that you love. That's the idea here. Remember, we are loving ourselves. So are you cooking in a way that's going to add years to your life, to their lives? I mean, if you're making sure that those daily requirements are met, meat and vegetables and fruits and healthy fats, if you're meeting those needs, then you are providing a tangible sort of love. Sometimes though, we take the easy way out, right? We do that in all things, I know. And we buy quick fix food that you can just throw in the oven quickly, throw it in the microwave. I don't have time to think about it. I don't have time to deal with it. But that stuff is just filled with preservatives, stuff that, you know, if we want that food to have the longest possible life. But what about our life, right? Let's preserve us, not that junk that comes in bags and boxes. And what about all the added sugar? What about the high fructose corn syrup, vegetable oil, corn oil, ingredients that you can't pronounce? All the stuff that comes with our quick fix foods. That's where we have to weigh that balance. And there is a way. It takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of thought, and you can cook healthy food that doesn't take any longer than, I mean, it takes forever to preheat the oven anyway. Have you ever noticed that? So throwing sweet potatoes in the oven is not going to take you any longer than throwing a pizza in the oven or something that you got out of the freezer. So why are you telling yourself that that's so much easier? While that sweet potato is in the oven, you can be grilling some chicken, maybe a piece of other kind of lean meat, whatever appeals to you, but it doesn't take any longer. And week after week, if you're tuning in, I'm giving you recipes, giving you hints of things that you can make that just nourish your body. So, and I'm not judging you. If you take the quick way out, sometimes we all got to do it. Okay. Not going to lie, especially in those years where your kids are like in every activity and you just got to go, 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 go. That makes it really hard. Totally get it. So please do not think that I am judging you when I say to try to avoid that. But again, if you plan ahead, if you have meals ready, maybe you cook something healthy and you cook a lot of it so that you always have leftovers on hand. I'm all about the keeping good leftovers on hand, because then you've got quick and easy for days to come. And yeah, your kids get tired of it, but whatever, they will deal. So just know you've got this. You've got this. And it's okay. Don't beat yourself up if every once in a while you have to rely on the quick fix. But know that if you're making that extra effort, you are doing a good job. And if you don't know how, you can learn. You can learn. I promise you can, because cooking is not my strength at all. My kids, my ex-husbands, they will all attest to the fact that that is not anything that I really bring to the table, if you will. But I'm learning. I realized that my son is living with me again, and it's something we can learn together and we can do together. In fact, just the other night, I was watching a TV show and they were talking about making fish sticks from scratch. Okay, number one, it never crossed my mind that you could make a fish stick from scratch. I only thought they came in the freezer section. So there you go, right there. Would have no idea where to begin with doing something like that. And it was so easy. He took some mahi-mahi, cut it into little strips, dipped it in eggs. Just take eggs and whip them up, like one egg, and dip the fish in there. So that gives something for the crust to hang on to. And you know what that crust was made out of? Cashews. They put some cashews and some lemon pepper seasoning in a plastic bag, crushed it up, which looked really kind of fun. Take a hammer and crush it up. And then fish dipped in the egg, dipped in the nuts. Oh my gosh. And was it cashew? No, it was macadamia nuts. Even better. Macadamia nuts are amazing. They do have a lot of fat. It's a healthy fat, but okay, so you're not going to want to eat a bazillion of those, but still, it was super amazing that they made these fish sticks. And I got to tell you, I am totally going to try that because it was super easy and something that even I can do. And if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you that. And then for something that is like a home staple, right? Spaghetti. I made spaghetti last night. You can even do that in a healthier way, okay? Use really lean ground beef, number one, so that you're not adding a bunch of fat to it. Your sauce, sneak some vegetables in that sauce, extra things. Little onions, zucchini. I have put zucchini in the sauce. Yes, they'll find it. They'll know you did it, but you really can't taste it, and it tastes great. So mix that into your sauce. Use whole grain pasta instead of the white stuff. We don't like bleached pastas, right? And there you go. You've got spaghetti that's just a healthier version. No harder, nothing more challenging about that, but you've made a healthier version. So I encourage you to just try, just when you think about cooking, don't think about it as a chore. Think about it as a way to demonstrate love to yourself and the people that you're cooking for. So I found a lot of quotes that I'm going to sprinkle in throughout this show today. And I was thinking it kind of reminded me of sprinkles on a cupcake, which is wrong because I just told you not to eat so many desserts. But let's think of it as a protein cupcake made with protein and egg whites, and you can use some oatmeal. And so we're going to make a little protein cupcake, and then we can put our sprinkles, and that's what these quotes are. This one is my favorite. In a society that profits from self-doubt, loving yourself is a rebellious act. Yes, you know I love that because I have this like rebellious streak in me that's just always screaming to get out. And so, you know, anything. And to love ourselves is a rebellious act. That's fantastic. That is so cool. So let's let the rebellion begin at home, right? When we play. Yes, you are listening to Eat, Play, Live. We talked about eat. Now let's play at home with our rebel selves, okay? Because working out at home is one of just the simplest ways to stay consistent with a regular exercising routine. Yeah, it's easy. Here's why. It's a short commute. You can literally roll right out of bed like 1 minute before you start your workout. Yeah, just roll out and get it done before your brain even realizes what you're doing. Parking, never a problem. You don't have to worry about backing up onto the street. Nope. It's low maintenance. Seriously, you don't even have to brush your hair. You don't even have to brush your teeth if you don't want to, but yuck. You do you. Your clothes do not have to match. You can wear any old raggedy thing. In fact, if you don't even want to wear workout clothes, don't. Work out in your pajamas. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter as long as you're getting it done. If you want to work out naked, I don't want to know about it. There's always fresh coffee. You can make your coffee. You don't need a pre-workout. Have your coffee. Get it done. The weather conditions in your house, always perfect. You can do your playtime, your exercise on your schedule whenever it fits in during your day. If you're in the middle of the day and you don't want to get sweaty because you have something you have to do later, okay, do something that doesn't make you sweaty. Do a shoulder workout. Do some yoga that's not going to have you dripping with sweat. But if you can, you want to do something a little more cardio, all right. Let's do some dance cardio. Let's do some boxing. There are so many options. And with those options, music, also endless options because you're calling the shots here. If you want to sing along, if you want to dance, that's all right. Okay, so you're working out and the baby starts crying or the dog needs to go out. Deal with it. Hit pause. What a total perk of working out at home. You can make it work for your life. Speaking of the dog, do you hear my dog barking in the background? You can multitask. You're not just playing here. Throw in some clothes in the laundry, start the dishwasher, and then when you're finished working out, voila, you have done all of the above. Talk about feeling super accomplished. It's okay to yell. You can cuss, you can yell, you can say words that you might not want to say in a class setting, but if you're home and working out by yourself, whatever you want to, let it fly. You know, if you work out at home, your house might actually be neater. I know, that sounds weird, but you have to have space. So at least that one space is going to be cleared out so that you have your play area. Or on the reverse of that, and you don't want your space to be clean, leave your yoga mat on the floor. Leave your stuff out because then it'll be there and ready the next time you want to use it. So whatever you want to do, it's up to you. That's what makes it rebellious. That's what makes it playful. And that's what makes it so much fun. Oh my goodness. What kind of music do you like to listen to when you work out? This is just sort of a random side note. Because, I mean, most of the time there's already background music. If you're following a video, you can follow, you know, I use the Peloton app, which has all kinds of different workout videos that you can do at home, from boxing to yoga to weightlifting, stretching, meditation, dance cardio, all those things they're all on that app. And there are other apps that do that as well. Or you just go to YouTube or, you know, Google it. Look for a workout and find it. So there's usually music already in there, but if it's up to you, what do you listen to? I know a lot of people in the gym like hardcore, heavy metal, gangster rap, like something about lifting weights. You got to make it so hardcore. Me, I listen to musical theater while I lift weights because I don't know. I don't know why. Because everything in life can be learned from a musical, and I have a little drama. So whatever kind of music you want, it's your house. You call the shots. If you need a little extra motivation, decorate your whole house for your workout or create a room. I had the best room. I had tapestries all around. I have my little, you know, sayings put up, the sayings about grit and perseverance. You got this all over my room. And then my son moved back and now he's getting motivated while he sleeps because the room is still decorated as my workout space. But, you know, we do what we got to do. You can always set the tone with a little mood lighting. I got my salt lamp that I turn on for yoga. You know what it reminds me of too, decorating the house. Do you remember that song, Gonna Hire a Wino to Decorate Our Home? That was the best song. That was way throwback, like what, late 70s? It was so great. Like she wanted her husband to quit going to the bar after work, so she was gonna decorate the home like a bar so that he could just crawl to the room and she could keep all the tips. It was brilliant, really, when you think about it. So same concept, a little bit healthier version. So, all right, back to all the glorious reasons to work out at home. If you forgot something, maybe you forgot something to clip your hair back. I know I don't have a whole lot of hair to clip back, but I still like to put a little barrette sometimes and keep it off my forehead. Gets annoying. Well, if you forgot it, then hit pause, go get it. It's right there. Everything you need is right there. And if you're at the point, ladies, where you'd like to work out in just a sports bra and not wear a shirt over it, it's okay, because you're at home. You can totally do that. You don't have to feel self-conscious, and you have less laundry afterwards. So that's same with short shorts. I'll ride my bike at home wearing the really short shorts. I would never wear those, never wear those in public. But at home, you can do that. You could turn on every fan, turn down the AC, get the temperature exactly the way you like. You can not get embarrassed if you're trying a new workout. Okay, some of them are hard, like Zumba. I'm terrible at Zumba. It's super fun, but I am not that coordinated. And I'm not the only one, because I've been to Zumba class and I know that I'm not the only one. But if you try it at home first, then you can kind of learn to get in that groove and not feel self-conscious while you're doing it. Your post-workout snacks. I'm serious, there are a lot of reasons, right? Post-workout snacks, right there. Just walk right on over to the kitchen and get your post-workout so that you can start hydrating and refueling right away. The shower, same thing, right there. You're done, you shower, you're saving so much time. You don't even have to worry about the commute. And best of all, you're setting an amazing example for your family, your roommate, whoever you live with, maybe your pet. You're setting a great example, and you're showing them the importance of a healthy lifestyle by prioritizing your own fitness journey. You're demonstrating loving yourself and loving what your body is capable of doing. And the more you do, the more it's going to let you do. So remember, track those workouts. Keep track. Celebrate your accomplishments, because you are totally worth it. You are. You are worth it. So let's move into live, because we got to live with the fact that Valentine's Day is almost here. And that can actually cause some pressure. I know my son that lives in New York, he was asking me about Valentine gifts for his girlfriend, and he was saying it's really hard because you feel pressure to get it right, you know, and especially when you're early 20s. And what do? Well, like I said, Google it, look for something interesting. I gave him the same advice that I would give you, because yeah, it's become, I don't know. I just see those red boxes, those little heart candy boxes, and that's cute when you're in school, but as you get older, it's pressure. You know, people joke about getting broken up with. I got to break up right before Valentine's Day so I don't have to deal with it. That's a real thing. It really happens. And it's not cool. It's lame. So as we're navigating these pressures, we might be struggling to love ourselves. Are you struggling right now? And much less anyone else, for that matter. It can be hard, you know? It can be a hard time of year. In fact, okay, here's another quote that I found, and this is perfect for me. My phone battery lasts longer than most of my relationships. Yeah, so I feel your pain. It's interesting, though, how we can internalize the loneliness of not having a Valentine. Or you have a Valentine, but maybe it's not your ideal Valentine. It's not what it looks like in the movies. So we can internalize that, and it can really bum us out. And I got to thinking, does that happen with every holiday? I don't have the perfect Christmas. I don't have the perfect family. It doesn't happen at St. Patty's Day. I don't get all bummed out that I'm not Irish. There's all these cute little Kiss Me, I'm Irish shirts. I would love to buy that shirt, but I'm not Irish, and I don't care. So why is it that Valentine's Day, it hurts our feelings? Maybe we're alone, and it hurts our feelings. You can't buy love, but you can pay heavily for it. That one's a thinker. So, if you don't have a significant other, maybe right now in your life, maybe let's view it as a day to celebrate the love of people who've inspired you. Your parents, your grandparents, an aunt and uncle, somebody who's, nobody's perfect, but somebody who's really got it right. Let's celebrate that. Maybe write down some of the things that you've seen and felt with that particular couple, and you would like to have that in your current or your future relationships. Make a note of that. You could even pray for your future mate or the mate of your children. Pray for the person that even if your child is a baby, pray for the person that they one day will marry. Love that. I think that's really cool. I just right before I started this show, I saw something on Facebook. My best friend's daughter posted how her parents still hold hands and laugh and dance in the kitchen, and how amazing and cool that is. And they've been married a long time. So I love that. I love that their children have seen that. But I have known them since high school, and I knew them when they got married in high school, and everybody said it would never work. And she was pregnant, and everybody said it would never work. And admittedly, she and I had plans. We were going to go to college together and be roommates, and in a lot of ways, she felt, and society told her, she was doing it wrong. I guess I was doing it right? I went to college and I started my career, but now here we are, fast forward 30-ish years, and they are together. Oh my gosh, that's gonna make me tear up because I love her. We've been friends since we were 11. And they have 6 amazing grandchildren, and they dance in the kitchen. And they hold hands and they fight. And I get to hear about a lot of it, and it's not always pretty, but that's life, right? That's life. It's not like in the movies. You gotta take the good with the bad. So if you're feeling lonely, sad, that maybe you don't have that picture perfect Valentine, just know that there is no such thing. There is absolutely no such thing. In fact, it's not love that makes a relationship complicated. It's the people in it that make it complicated. So, okay, maybe you're just out of a relationship. Here's another little exercise you could do. I'm telling you, you might as well just take Valentine's Day off and do all these things that I'm gonna have you do. Okay, so you're gonna write down people whose relationships you admire and things that you admire about it that you would like to emulate. Next is write down red flags. Think about maybe it was your last relationship or one that was way back, but it was really, really awful. Write down some of the red flags you saw that you probably ignored, or behaviors you allowed that just didn't feed your soul. Even things you did that didn't contribute to the life you were looking for. Write those down. These are good exercises. Take this time to learn about yourself, to help you love yourself. That is the goal. And remember, ladies, I had to use this quote. Sorry, guys. Men want the same thing from their underwear that they want from women. A little bit of support and a little bit of freedom. I mean, is that wrong? No, it's not. So whether you're out of a relationship, whether you're in a new one, whether you're rocking life together for 30 plus years, why not work on some ways to make it even better, even stronger, whether it's together or on your own? Next exercise, write down some ideas for date nights, for things that you would love to explore or learn together. How about ways you could better support your partner with things that are important to him or her? How about write down things that you love about him or her? Once you start writing, it's amazing the things that you think of that you go, oh yeah, I was starting to get annoyed by that thing and it's actually something that I love. How about that? This is a positive exercise because it's all about gratitude. Finding the gratitude, and gratitude pays. Love is a two-way street that is constantly under construction. You're never done. You're never there. It's always changing, always growing. As are you, right? We all are. We strive for progress, not perfection. So can you love yourself as a work in progress? I know you're doing the best you can. So take a moment and just thank yourself for getting up every day and giving it a go. You have so many lovable qualities. Go ahead and make a list. One more list. Okay, last one, I promise. Make a list of your lovable qualities. Things I love about me. Imagine looking back on it. I mean, it sounds silly now, but say you stumble across that list in 5, 10, 20 years. How cool would it be to see the things you listed that you love about yourself? It'll definitely make you smile. Now, go out and embrace the beautiful, flawed, imperfect person that you are, and rock this Valentine's weekend, all these days leading up to the big Monday, knowing that you are loved by me, Andi P. And I'm just another beautiful, flawed, imperfect person trying to share my experience, strength, and hope with my tribe. That's you. I don't know why I'm such a sap. Oh my gosh. I thank you so much for tuning in here week after week to eat, play, live. So until next week, eat clean, play hard, live strong, and be the love you want to see in the world. Love you.